The training world of Vargas 9 roared like a furnace. 4 suns burned overhead. The air shimmered. The ground, black plates of compressed alloy, groaned under a gravity. Low to 4.12 G, heavy enough to crush most species in minutes, lethal to many in seconds. But not to the Vargathi warriors. For 3 centuries, the Vargathi had ruled the Orion Arm as unmatched physical titans. Their bodies were built like pillars of living stone, dense muscle strings, layered bone, triple hearts. Their warriors trained in this gravity from childhood, building strength that other species only whispered about. In the center of their colossal arena, 30 of these warriors stood in formation, each of them trained for decades under gravity that could pulp a starship hull. Above them, the Grand Marshal's voice rattled through the megaphones. Today, we test the next generation of our elite, the gravity-forged Legion. The crowd rumbled like thunder. 6,000 heavy gravity beings all waiting for the demonstration. But the Marshal raised a claw. And today, we are visited by something unexpected. The crowd quieted. A human. A hiss swept across the arena. Confusion, disbelief, amusement. Humans were soft-worlders, everyone said. Light gravity creatures from a planet too gentle to produce warriors of worth. They broke easily. They tired quickly. They fainted under 2G. The Marshal gestured to the entrance gate. Let the off-worlder step forward. The gate clanked open, and out walked a girl, barely 19 by human years, wearing a gray tank top, braided hair, and a calm expression like she'd just woken from a nap. Her name was Kaya Ward. The crowd stared. A child in a 4G arena? Several Vargathi snorted in laughter, deep earthquake-like rumbles. Kaya looked up at the towering warriors around her, then at the gravity meters flashing 4.12 G. This is it? She asked. The Marshal blinked. Is there a problem, human? Kaya rolled her shoulders. I mean, it's kind of light for a warm-up. A silence fell so absolute it could have shattered. Then the arena erupted, booming laughter shaking the structures. Warriors wheezing as if she'd told the funniest joke in the galaxy. The Marshal raised a hand sharply. Human, the gravity here exceeds the limits of your species. If you wish to withdraw, do it now. We do not shame the weak. Kaya stretched her arms behind her back. Nah, I'll start with a jog. She started jogging. The arena went dead quiet. Because no human, no creature from a 1G planet should have been able to walk under 4G without crying out in pain. Yet Kaya, she ran laps. Calmly, smoothly, breathing like it was a morning routine. The Vargathi stared speechless as the human girl warmed up in gravity that crushed battle tanks. Marshal Threx finally found his voice. Human Kaya Ward, explain yourself. She paused mid-stretch. Oh, sure. She tapped a small device on her wrist, a patch-like emitter no bigger than a coin. I grew up on a military station orbiting a brown dwarf. Synthetic gravity fluctuated between 3.6 and 4.5 G, depending on reactor cycles. You get used to it. The crowd froze. She grew up in this. Kaya continued casually. My parents worked maintenance on the stabilizer coils. I helped, carrying tools in high G. Builds muscle fast. She shrugged. And I mean, I like to climb things. Helps if you're strong. One of the veteran warriors stepped forward. General Hrax, the strongest Vargathi alive, a living legend. 7 feet tall, shoulders wider than a hover bus, muscles like coiled steel cables. You claim to have trained under gravity higher than ours? Kaya nodded. Yep. You claim 4G is light? Well, yeah. He took 2 heavy steps toward her, each thudding like meteor strikes. Then you will demonstrate in combat. Kaya blinked. Wait now. The Grand Marshal roared. Warriors! Form the circle! The arena shook. The warriors stomped in a ring around Kaya, forming a living wall of armor and muscle. General Hrax towered over her. If you truly trained in higher gravity, human, then survive one blow. Kaya tilted her head. Only one? One is more than enough. Kaya sighed. Okay, but don't get mad. Begin! The Marshal roared. Hrax swung. A downward strike like a collapsing mountain, enough force to crater reinforced floors, enough to turn bone to vapor. The crowd already assumed the girl was dead. But Kaya wasn't there. She moved. Not fast by human standards, fast by Vargathi standards. She slipped aside as the blow slammed down, the impact cracking the arena plate like glass. The entire stadium gasped. Hrax blinked. Kaya scratched her cheek. You swing wide when you rely on weight too much. What? She tapped her jaw thoughtfully. Also, your center of gravity shifts before you commit. Makes your stance readable. The Vargathi murmured, astonished, insulted, intrigued. Hrax roared and charged again. Kaya stepped aside again. Smooth, effortless, like she was dodging a sleepy puppy. Hrax slammed a fist. She ducked. Hrax stomped. She hopped. He swung from behind. She slid under the arm, patting his elbow as she passed. Your arm rotation is nice, though. Good mobility. The crowd stared, jaws dropping. This human girl was teaching their champion. Hrax panted now, triple hearts pounding, muscles burning. Kaya? Still relaxed? Barely more than warm. This is impossible, a warrior whispered. No off-worlder moves under 4G like that. Another shook his head. She must be lying. She must be augmented. Kaya overheard. Nope, no augments. Doctors checked me before I got here. She pointed at her legs. Mostly just strong bones, density adaptation since childhood, high G osteofusion, and lots of climbing. Hrax roared again, powering up every muscle, gathering every ounce of strength. He threw his strongest punch. Kaya stepped inward, not back, placing herself right under the arc of his attack, her palm touching his chest lightly. Then she pushed. Nothing dramatic, just a gentle push. Yet Hrax stumbled backward, caught off, balance, because she redirected the force of his own weight in 4G. He fell like a collapsing boulder. The arena thundered in shock. Kaya blinked. Are you okay? Hrax pushed himself up, eyes burning with shame. Then something else. Respect. You are not like the others. Kaya smiled, warm. Never said I was. The marshal approached slowly. Human? Kaya Ward? What are you? She thought for a moment. Someone who didn't know her limits. So I never learned to stop. Marshal Threx spoke to the gathered warriors. We have mocked the soft-worlders. We have believed ourselves unmatched. Yet today we witnessed mastery, not of strength, but of adaptation. He turned to Kaya. You will face 3 final trials. If you pass, you will earn the title Gravity Forged. The crowd murmured, astonished. That title had never been offered to a non-Vargathi. Kaya shrugged. Sure, why not? I skipped leg day yesterday. Trial 1. Endurance. She was ordered to run 5 kilometers under 4G. She finished it in half the expected time. Still breathing lightly. Some warriors fainted watching her. Trial 2. Strength. She had to lift a Vargathi training. Slab, 900 kilos in standard gravity, over 3,600 kilos here. Kaya braced, exhaled, and lifted it. Slowly, trembling slightly, but she lifted it high enough to clear the stand. The audience erupted. Trial 3. Combat. She faced 5 elite Vargathi simultaneously. They attacked like a storm. She danced between them, redirecting momentum, using weight against them, slipping through openings with impossible timing. One by one they fell, not injured, just overwhelmed. And when the last warrior hit the arena floor, the entire stadium went silent. Then they bowed. The official Vargathi bow of warrior recognition. Marshal Threx's voice cracked with awe. Kaya Ward, Gravity Forged of Vargas 9. After the ceremony, Hrax approached her. You humbled us, yet you showed mercy. Why? Kaya smiled softly. Because strong doesn't mean cruel. Strong means controlled. She looked up at the sun-baked sky. When I was little, the gravity coils sometimes failed. Everyone panicked. But I learned something. When everything is heavier, you slow down. You think. You choose every step carefully. Hrax nodded. You have taught us a lesson our ancestors forgot. Kaya grinned. Happy to help. Human Kaya Ward, Hrax said, bowing his massive head. What will you do now? Kaya stretched her arms overhead. Maybe get breakfast. That was a good warm-up. The crowd laughed warmly this time, not mocking, but admiring. Because on this day, in an arena built for giants, a human girl walked in and turned their decades of training into her warm-up.